Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I just finished, well, a few minutes ago, I finished a live for a party that is wrapping up now. And I wanted to jump on and do a live before I jump in the shower, which is why you're not seeing my face. Unless you saw my other live. I'm a mess today. I had to do some physical labor and I'm ready to shower and go to bed. But I wanted to jump on and do this project because pretty soon, well, I should say by the end of this week, I won't have time to do lives for a little while because I will be driving back and forth from one house to the other every night after work, toting boxes. Next Monday, I start toting boxes from here to my new house, the new house I'll be living in. I'm so excited. So, I have been preparing for a party. Well, more like a workshop, a make and take workshop that is happening Sunday, next Sunday, at a friend of mine's house. She's a new friend, is also my hairdresser, the most awesome hairdresser here in Tulsa that I know of. And this was her surface choice. We went through a bunch of different surfaces, mostly Club Couture surfaces, but when she saw this, she decided this is what she wanted. So I've been making a few projects out of these to take with me as examples to the Make and Take workshop. And so this was the first one that I did with the old keys transfer. This is the transfer that is one of our Watts of Love transfers, and anytime this is purchased, money, I believe it's $2, is contributed to Watts of Love. Watts of Love is an organization that Club Couture works with to help provide light for people in Africa who cannot afford light. And so that is an organizational charity, or charitable organization that Club Couture works with, that we help out. So anytime this transfer is ordered, money is donated to them. This is one that was done with the May Club Couture. It's still not too late to get this transfer. I used green. I got a hold of this ribbon. It was on sale for like $1, and I thought surely I'll use it for something. And I love it with the leaves on the lemon. I think it's absolutely perfect. So this is one of the samples that I did. Same plank. This is all the same plank. And then I did this. And this was, what I did with this one was I took the country plaid. First I painted it gray and waxed it. And I took the country plaid and put it on there and stenciled it, transferred it, my goodness, chalked it with the storm on top of the gray. So it's gray on gray. And then added the word kindness changes everything, and then embellished it with this ribbon and this little messy bow right here. So those are the 3 projects I've done so far. And the 4th one is going to be this, the French Market. This is an old, I believe it's an old Club Couture transfer. I've had this for quite a while. And I'm pretty sure, because I've been a Club Couture member I was a Club Couture member for over a year before I decided to, yep, it sure is. It says March Club Couture 2020. I never noticed that before. I guess if I put my glasses on, I can see it. Oh, hi. You know, I didn't tell you. If you're new and you're watching this, my name is Audra, also known as Twisted Chalker, and I am an independent designer with Club Couture. And as I said earlier, I'm preparing for a make and take workshop. I've been a Club Couture designer for about 2 months, and this will be my first make and take workshop, and I'm so very excited. And so I'm just making preparation to take so that people will have something to use. Just kind of as an example of what they might choose to do. So I'm packing a lot of stuff. I'm taking a lot of stuff so that they can have options. Now this board is not painted. Okay, and I'll get the old one so you can see. Now they look very different, I know. What I did was this one has been sanded, and after I sanded it, I washed it off, and then I waxed it. And now this is what it looks like now. I waxed it earlier this morning before I went to help my friend move. And now it's sitting here, and it's got a nice shiny top, and it's ready to be for the transfer to be put on there and to be chalked on. Okay, so, and I also picked out some ribbon for embellishment, and today I decided I wanted to use flowers. And I had pulled these out before I packed my bag full of these. I don't know where, it's somewhere in a box somewhere. I had pulled these out to try to use them for something, and I ended up not using them for that particular something. So I'm going to use these for tonight. And these are the Sola wood flowers. I had heard about them, and I jumped online and ordered a couple bags of them, and I absolutely love them. And so I'm excited to use these tonight on the project. And then I have a few leaves to put with the flowers. I just kind of cut them off of dry flowers that I have here. Not dry flowers, but fake flowers. And then I'm going to be using this lace and this lace and this ribbon, as well as black chalk paste for the wording. So there's no preparation to do now since I did it all earlier. It's been sanded and waxed, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to just take my transfer. It's already been written on, and it's been used once or twice. I think once. So I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth. It was right on the shelf where I could see it. And I didn't see it. So I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it. Yeah, it's pretty sticky still. So I probably only used it once. So I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it. You don't have to have a fuzzing cloth. They are nice to have. They're great for fuzzing the transfer as well as for drying your transfer. If you wanted to use this particular transfer, whatever one you're using, for more than one project within the same evening, then these are great for helping you get them dried up and ready for use. You do not want to use your transfer while it's still wet, because the chalk paste is water soluble, and if you're using wet screened area, the chalk paste will go in there, the water will mix with it, it'll thin it out, and it'll bleed. So you don't want that to happen. If you don't have a fuzzing towel, you can use a shirt, you can use a towel, you can use anything that would help basically just put fuzz on the sticky parts of your transfer. All right, so this is the top. I want to center this. So I'm going to get my ruler. Uh-oh. Okay. Two and a half. 2 1/2. 3. Oh. Three. How about that's still 2 1/2? Yep. Okay. So I need to scooch it down a little more. Let me try there. 2 3/4. Oh, I may have done it. Okay, so that is more than 2 3/4. it's crooked. It didn't even budge. I'm seeing it move, but it's not really moving. That does not look straight at all. Try that. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Let's start on. Let's see, 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Hold on, I may have gotten it. It looks totally crazy on. I mean, crooked. 1 1/2. So I want to move it just a tad bit that way. Okay. 1 3/4. Seriously, I could have sworn I moved it this way. I think it's moving whenever I move the board. So I'm going to stick it there. Now it won't move. It just moved. Did it move? I have never had this much. I mean, I've had a little trouble putting stuff on, but I've never experienced this. Okay. I'm going to stick it right there. Don't move. So, I think I did it. I think I did it. Well, you know what? I think it's close enough that way. Let me look at this way. Oh, I think I've got it to where it's close. But I promise you, I'm sitting here looking at it and it looks really crooked. I guess it's not. So now I want to make sure. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Perfect. Now, I'm just going to do a simple chalking of black chalk paste on this. This might be an issue because that's falling on the crack. Maybe not. When I paste, I'm going to go in the same direction as the divisions between the boards, and so it should go smooth. Needs a little water, so I'm going to spray some distilled water in there. You don't want to put tap water in your container because tap water will promote the growth of mold, and we do not want mold in our chalk paste because that will completely ruin your chalk paste. Let me get this out. There we go. So this is not the Creamy Dreamy. I'm trying to use up all my old paste first. Oopsie. So I'm using the old formula, which is why I'm having to do this. All right. Now I need my squeegee. And I'm just going to all I have to do is holding my squeegee at an angle. Let's just take the paste and spread it on the screened area. And just make sure I cover all of the screened areas. Your paste will go through, will work its way through, and transfer the design to the board. This is similar to a design that I saw somebody else do, and I really liked it. So I thought I would give it a try here. It's not the same surface, I'm sure. Just the same idea. I was wanting to use something in colors. And, I mean with flowers. I always want to use something in colors, but whatever that color may be. So now I'm going to hold my squeegee upright like this and just squeegee off the excess. Put it back in the jar. Just like that. And then I will take this transfer to the sink real quick like and wash it off. Alright. Now I slowly lift it. That way if I miss anything I can just drop it back down and catch it. Touch it up. I was concerned about the letters here, but they're turning out really nice. This board is a nice smooth surface since I waxed it the way I did with no paint or anything. And this is coming out gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So there it is so far. I'm gonna go wash this. I'll be right back. I'm coming to my sink and I'm just going to put it under running water. The water is lukewarm, coolish temperature, and I'm going to let it take as much off as it can just by running the water on it and kind of rubbing off the paste with my hand. And then I'll take my board eraser and wash off what is left behind. I am currently doing the non-sticky side first. Getting all of this off of there. Making sure I pay particular attention to the screen areas, because that's the most important part that you want to keep clean. It's okay if the green part or the teal part gets a little stained. Now I'm turning it over and I'm doing the same thing to the sticky side. There we go. Now it's nice and clean, so I'm just going to lay it on a towel. I have here on my counter sticky side up. And it'll probably stay there tonight while I'm sleeping. And I'll put it back on the backing tomorrow morning. That way I know it's good and dry. Alright. That's pretty. I'm going to blow dry this for a second real quick just to make sure it's really dry before I start messing with it. And then I am going to embellish it. It's about to get loud, so if you want to turn down your volume for just a second. Well, hold on. Now it's about to get loud. this point, all I have to do is add the pretty stuff. So I'm going to I don't normally use, nope, that doesn't work. I'll trim off this raggedy edge. Glue gun's been on, so it should be hot. Yep, it's hot. Very hot. So the first thing I'm going to do, this won't matter because it's not going to show. I'm going to glue this on here. And I need to get this so I'm not burning my hand. So we have our Club Couture. If you don't know anything about it, it is a monthly membership for $19.99 a month in the US, and gosh, I'm going blank on the Canada price, but it's a subscription where you get one 8.5 by 11 or size B transfer a month, and 3 chalk pastes, 3 different colors to go with the transfer, as well as instructions and online links to ways to use the transfer. As a Club Couture member, if you were to go online and place an order, you would have a flat rate shipping fee of $4.95 for anything that you order in the US. We don't even get that as a designer. Only Club Couture members are special that way. They get the flat rate fee of $4.95 in the US. I believe it's $9.95 in Canada for anything that they order. You get a new catalog 2 times a year. And our current catalog is the Spring-Summer 2021. I had it here a minute ago for my party. And it's this beautiful catalog featuring the surfaces and the inks and the chalks and the different surfaces. Beautiful catalog. That comes to you, no extra charge. Specials and deals that the company offers for Club Couture members only would come to you as well. So then I put this over here like this. Glue it on. Just like that. I should close up my chalk paste. Hot, hot, hot. Very hot. So we have that color. And then I want to add this. It's got a little gray in it. Right in the middle. Kind of like, you know, a bunch of little different textures. It's already almost sticking. It's already kind of sticking, but I'm going to go ahead and put a dot of glue anyway. Just to make sure. I don't want it to pop off. One of the things I love about this is the Chalk Couture surfaces are fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous. I love every bit of their surfaces, every single one of them. I also love to go out and about and find unusual things or discarded things, or things like this, and chalk on them. Anymore now, when I'm in garage sales or estate sales at the thrift store or wherever, when I look at things to determine whether I want to buy it or not, the one question I ask myself, is it something you can chalk on? If I can't chalk on it, I don't particularly want it. This is a little too long, so I'm going to cut it short. There we go. I'm going to put this right here, just like this. There we go. Same for this side. Ooh. This Gorilla Glue is sticky, sticky, sticky. And I get a lot of strings. Okay. And then I want to add this. A little bit more glue. Make sure it's centered in the ribbon. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot glue. I was kind of going back and forth with this between this color and a teal color. And it just ended up being this color because because the ribbon is prettier. And it just worked better. These two different ribbons worked better together. And the teal color ribbon I had did not really match the teal colored flowers. I had these flowers and I didn't have ribbon to match them. So I'm going to have to go find some ribbon to match those flowers. To add to my to my tower of containers here full of ribbon. I was shocked and surprised to not find ribbon to go with the teal flowers. Okay. So that's what we have so far. And then I want to take this flower and these leaves. Whoopsie. I want to put it right there. So I'm going to put just a dab of glue for the leaves. Kind of turn it a little bit. There we go. And then I think I want to cut that down a little bit so it won't sit too high. And then set that right there. that's what we have so far. Then I want to take so my plan was to put 3 flowers up here, but I think I'm just going to put 2. So just like that. I don't think I want to add the teal in there. I want to make sure I have enough glue. So here it is. Here's my French market plank that was inspired by one of my fellow Club Couture designers. And I absolutely love it. And so that will be the 4th example for the Make and Take Workshop Sunday. So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the replay, thank you too. And I'll be back soon. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.